Hey everyone, it's Andy here from Gyris. Just wanted to give you a quick demonstration of what I've been building for Grizzlython. So we've been building a single player sort of pared down version of our MMORPG vision to start demonstrating some game mechanics and some blockchain integration that we're working towards for the project. So this is a brand new project we started for Grizzlython. What you're looking at here is the version control that I've been using for the game. So this is an Unreal Engine 5 project. For that reason, I've used Perforce for version control. It's kind of the standard version control choice for Unreal Engine for a few reasons. But you can see here for my initial commit here back at the start of February, and then been working on that all the way through to now. So on the blockchain side, Sub has been developing code for primarily for AWS, and that's all stored on GitHub, so he'll be able to share that with you. If you're interested in any code review, just reach out. I'm more than happy to do that. But today I just wanted to demonstrate the most recent system that we finished off, which is the crafting. So basically the idea is collect resources and craft an item that then gets minted into an NFT. So I've got here my an account that I just created in my Phantom wallet that's empty, so we'll craft an item and it should wind up in that wallet. So here we are in one of the environments of Gyris. Again, new environment that I've put together for this demonstration. So for Grizzlython, and if I hit play, we'll just go to full screen mode. Nope. There we go. So here we are. So this is one of the Buras from our Bura collection. There's a 3D character. You can see up in the top left there in his little unit frame the actual 2D NFT from our collection that he's based on. And here he is on his plot of land, and I've got a crafting table. So before I can craft anything, I'm going to need to go and find some resources. So if I head down to the edge of this lake here, I should be able to find some of the things I'm after. Here's a couple. So I'm interested in this river stone. Let's get one of those. So pick that up. You can see in the bottom right there, it's going into my inventory. Grab a couple of those. I can also see some bits of driftwood here. I want those. And third thing I need is some vine. So they should be growing over here near this campfire where there's some Bura hanging out. There they are. And these are more Bura from our collection. These just get randomly picked every time I run the game at the moment, but they're just there to demonstrate what it will look like when this is working as a full MMORPG. Ooh, there's some common Guami there. I don't really need those, but they're pretty cool, so I'll pick those up. And yeah, so this is the mile a minute vine. Is one of the purple flowers. So I'll just grab him as well. And you can see in the bottom right there, when I pick that up, I get some flowers. I also get a bit of ropey vine, which is what I'm after. So I'll head back to my crafting table. Well, there's a Gurkha bush there. I'll grab that. Don't really need it, but it's cool to pick it up. I'll head back. There's the guy there's another Bura doing some stretches. He's pretty snazzy looking. Alright, so back to my crafting table. And if I jump in here, so yeah, here we can see down the bottom all the resources that I just gathered that are in my inventory, and I can select a combination of them and attempt to craft something new. So anything I click here will go up into those slots, and then I can attempt to craft, see if it'll make anything. It's pretty early days for this user interface, but if I select the recipe that I do know, which is 1 riverstone, 1 driftwood, and 1 piece of vine, if I hit craft, it'll say I've successfully crafted a stone axe. So I'll jump out of full screen and have a look at the output log. We should be able to see. There we go. So it's attempted to mint, and there's our response message. So this is a message from the back end. I'll just stick that in VS Code. So we're going to have a look at it. You can see here it's had a successful response. Successful response. I can see that this Bura has crafted 31 items in total. And there's some blockchain stats, transaction ID, a link to that ID on Sol Explorer, and there's a link to the off-chain metadata for this Bura, which is now all being populated from our Amazon Web Server backend. So you can see down here there's actually a trait on this Bura now called item crafted, which is marked as demo at the moment because this is all still on DevNet, but when that goes live, this Bura will, if someone lists this Bura on a secondary like Magic Eden, they'll be able to see the stats similar to this from the game to show what the Bura is actually being used for. And with any luck, that has shown up in my wallet. Not just yet. So, oh, there it is. Perfect timing. So there's my my stone axe that I just crafted. So there you have it. That's just one of the more recent features that we've been working on. I'll go for a little bit more of a walk just to check out a bit more about what's going on here. Oop. Some trouble jumping up there. Let's go around this way. There's a couple of Bura here having a bit of a chat. There they are. And I've already had a look at that guy. But if we head over this way, I'll just show you one last thing, because it wouldn't be an RPG without some enemy action. So there is an enemy that I've dropped over here on the other side of this mushroom forest. There he is. I can see him in the background. So I'll get my tour ready so we can dish out some judgment on this guy. Go around this way so he doesn't see me. It's pretty early days for enemy mechanics, so he's not super clever, but it's pretty fun to watch. So let's give him a hit and wake him up. Oh, there he is. Oh, he got me. He's after me. And we'll knock him down. Oof. There we go. Got him. So yeah, let's see. Attack combo there. And yeah, I guess lastly, for demonstration purposes, to show our visualization system, I've sort of mapped to a button. Let's see if I can go full screen again. There it is. Just a button that will just randomly pull another Bura. So in the actual game, these would obviously be based on what people have in their wallet, but just for demonstration purposes I can sort of cycle through and you can see the variety of different Bura from our collection, what they look like in game, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's that. I guess from a technical point of view, it's all been developed in C++. Yeah, this is sort of all the C++ classes. If I pull up, say, this visual attributes class here, this is code that does all the what we were just looking at. So updating from a JSON string, so it gets a JSON string from the metadata for that Bura that describes all the different attributes, pulls it apart, and then calls a whole string of functions here to set arm, hair, tribe, class, all the different visual attributes that are going to make that Bura look the way he does in game. So that's just one example, I suppose, of pretty lengthy function to achieve all that in Unreal Engine. And obviously there's everything that we've just demonstrated in the project. So if anyone's interested in a bit more information from a code review perspective, just reach out. I'd be more than happy to share that with you. But that's yeah, that's about it. Saba will go into more detail on the blockchain side of it. So thanks a lot.